The platform's cold and silent, and the fog won't let me see beyond the iron railings where the city used to be. I clutch a telegram that came 3 weeks ago today. It didn't say for certain, only wait and on his way. My breath makes little clouds that disappear into the gray, while porters shuffle luggage carts and look the other way. The station master's watching with a sympathy I hate. He's seen too many women standing hopeful by the gate. Some leave with men in uniform, some leave with telegrams, some never leave at all, but stand there frozen where they am. He offered me his office twice, a chair, a cup of tea, but I can't move from this spot where he promised he'd find me. Train whistle past, the fog cuts through the November air, and my heart forgets its rhythm, caught between a wish and prayer. The sound grows closer, louder, metal grinding against track, and I count the beats like rosary beads, wondering who's coming back. My gloves are thin, my fingers numb, my coat too light for cold, but I've been standing here since dawn like I was told. There's a train whistle past the fog, a sound I've learned to dread, for the boys who are returned and the ones they sent instead. I'm standing on this platform with my courage wearing thin, waiting for a train whistle to tell me. The fog begins to open and the engine starts to slow, and somewhere in the distance I can hear the porters go. I smooth my coat and steady, try to breathe without a sound, while the train whistle past the fog says who'll be lost and who'll be found. The doors swing open one by one, releasing steam and men, and I search every single face again and then again, until I see him stepping down, his duffel on his back, and every train whistle past the fog was worth bringing him back. The cafe's full of trumpet boys and girls with knowing eyes, who talk in minor sevens and improvise their lives. The smoke hangs low like secrets that we're all too smart to tell, and someone's playing Gershwin on a piano tuned by hell. The clock above the counter stopped at 3:15, but no one seems to notice or particularly care to leave. There's sugar cubes and cigarettes on every tabletop. The waitress knows we'll linger here until the morning stops. She's seen us every Thursday since the winter turned to spring. A rotating cast of night owls with nothing but time to swing. A bassist hums a melody he swears he heard in France, while I sip my coffee slowly and consider one last dance. Smooth manic phrasing, then raw emotional bends. Lights warm, band leans into swing. The sax player's got a story about a girl in Baltimore who sang like Billie Holiday but couldn't take it anymore. He plays a blues so mournful that the room forgets to breathe, then breaks into a riff so fast we can't help but believe that life is just a tempo and we're riding every beat with cigarettes and sugar cubes and rhythm in the heat. It's cigarettes and sugar cubes and rhythm past the witching hour where the hipsters and the lonely find a little borrowed power. We're trading clips and quarters and the tempo starts to swing. In the smoky late Manhattan where the cats do everything. A sax player leans over, says he's seen me here before. I tell him that's impossible, I never use the door. He laughs and lights my lucky strike and calls me dollar dear. Says I've got the kind of voice that makes the lonesome wanna hear. I take a drag and thank him with a smile that's half askew. In this land of cigarettes and sugar cubes, I'm lonesome too. Smoky lounge piano, there's a matchbook in my handbag with his name in careful script and a date in faded pencil that the edges nearly clip. September 27, 1941 it reads. The only living proof I have of how he made me believe. The covers from the Stardust Lounge down by the waterfront, where sailors came on weekend leave to drink and dance and hug. beside the river when the carnival was through. He lit my cigarette and said he'd find me when the summer turned to new. His fingers smelled of engine oil, his smile was crooked kind. He tucked the matchbook in my palm and said, "Don't let me slip your mind." I laughed and told him promises were cheap as carnival glass, but kept it anyway, 'cause I hoped the night would last. November came and went without a letter or a call. December brought the snow that covered every harbor wall. I checked the Stardust Lounge each Friday, wore my nicest dress, and ordered gin and tonics while pretending not to stress. The bartender grew sympathetic, said I should move along, but I kept that matchbook close because it proved I wasn't wrong. Just matchbook promises, a date that's come and gone, but I carry it like gospel in the lining of my purse. These matchbook promises, for better or for worse. I could strike it just for sentiment, let the whole thing burn away, but I tuck it back beside my compact in my compact powder tray. It doesn't weigh a thing at all, this little paper ghost, just matchbook promises, the kind that matter most. And sometimes late at night I trace his handwriting with my nail and wonder if he kept his word, or if he shipped and sailed. The ballroom's empty now, except for moonlight on the floor, where couples used to turn and sway beside the painted door. The chandelier still shivers when the midnight breezes pass, and I can almost hear the band reflected in the glass. I pushed the heavy door ajar. It groaned on rusted hinge. The dust motes float like memories on every golden fringe. I slipped my shoes off softly, let the parquet kiss my feet, and waltzed with all the memories I'm still too scared to meet. His hand was on my shoulder once, his breath against my ear. Now I'm dancing with the echo of a man who isn't here. The orchestra conductor stands still, holds his baton's ghost, and I can hear the saxophone the way I loved it. Smooth to raw, sorrow bends at the pier. Torch song, emotion arrive. We met here June of 41, the night before he shipped. He held me through a foxtrot while the summer twilight slipped. He promised he'd come back for me, we'd dance here one more time. I wore white roses in my hair and kissed him at the chime of midnight when the band played our song one final round. But he never made it home to hear that sweet, familiar sound. I'm dancing with ghosts in a ballroom made of air, where the music's just a whisper and there's no one left to care. I'm spinning with shadows of the girl I used to be, when the ballroom still had laughter and he still had time for me. The night will end like always, with the dawn against the panes. I'll gather up my evening coat and walk through morning rains. But for a while I'm waltzing with the ghosts of what we were, in a ballroom full of silence where the past begins to blur. I close my eyes and let him lead me through the final dance, and pretend that time's a circle and we still might get the chance. There's perfume on his overcoat, a scent that isn't mine. It lingers like a question in the wool and turpentine. Gardenias, I'd suppose, or something French and awfully dear, the kind of thing a careless girl would wear to disappear. I found it when I hung his coat beside the hallway door, a ghost of someone else's night he didn't mention before. I poured myself a sherry and I sat the evening down and watched the rain make rivulets against the window's crown. I thought of all the ways to ask and all the ways I won't. The Perfume tells the story better than his mouth could, don't it? He'll come home late with flowers and some story smooth as silk. But gardenias don't wash out like coffee stains or spilt milk. I hung it in the closet and I didn't make a sound. Just smoothed the collar carefully and turned myself around. My mother used to tell me that a lady keeps her pride, that dignity is the only thing that can't be cast aside. So I'll wear my wounded grace like pearls I clasp alone, and let the perfume on his coat speak truths I've always known. There's perfume on his coat tonight, a stranger's soft cologne, and I'll wear my wounded dignity like pearls I clasp alone. I won't beg him for the truth of it, I won't fall apart in two. But the perfume on his coat tonight says everything I need. Tomorrow I'll pretend it never happened, I suppose. I'll powder down the evidence and wear my Sunday clothes. We'll have our coffee at the table, read the morning news, and I'll perform the perfect wife like breaking in new shoes. But late at night when no one's watching, I'll remember how it stung, that perfume on his overcoat, and how I'm still too proud and young. The radio hums midnight through the static and the snow. Some orchestra from Chicago plays a song I used to know. I wonder if a soldier in a tent across the sea can hear this very frequency and think a bit of me. The DJ's voice is velvet smooth. He dedicates each tune to sweethearts separated underneath the same cold moon. The tubes glow like devotion, warm and orange in the dark. A crooner sings of sweethearts and of journeys to embark. His voice reminds me of the way my brother used to sound before they sent him overseas to fight on foreign ground. I close my eyes and picture all the boys who can't come home, who listen to this same old song and feel a little less alone.
Request hour just past 1 for letters read on air from mothers, wives, and daughters sending Louvre across the prayer. I wrote one once but never sent it. Couldn't find the words to tell him that I'm waiting here, that every night I've heard this station playing all the tunes we danced to at the hall. Before the draft, before the train, before he had to fall. So the radio hums midnight like a prayer I didn't speak, for the ones in foreign twilight, for the strong who still feel weak. If they hear what I am hearing through the distance and the haze, then the radio's a tether pulling hearts across the waves. I leave it on till morning, though the music fades to noise, a lullaby for waiting girls and far-off soldier boys. The announcer signs off softly with the national anthem's call, and I imagine every listening soul standing proud and tall. And maybe it's just wishing, maybe it's just make-believe, but the radio keeps humming everything I still believe. Sits beneath the shadow where the Edison bulb won't reach, with derby pulled down low enough, his eyes stay out of speech. He never orders dinner, just a rye without the ice, and listens like a jury when I'm singing something nice. 3 weeks now he's been always Thursday after 10. The hostess seats him at the same scarred table once again. He doesn't clap when others do. He hardly seems to breathe, just watches with intention that I can't quite believe. His overcoat stays buttoned, though the room is thick and warm. And when I hit the high notes, something shifts behind his form. The boys who play the rhythm say they've seen his kind before, the sort who comes for reasons that got nothing to do with song. Last Tuesday when I sang about a soldier never coming home, I saw him grip his whiskey glass like it could break his bones. His jaw went tight, his shoulders squared, but still he didn't move, as if my voice had found some wound I wasn't meant to prove. The trumpet player whispered that he thinks the man's a Fed, but Feds don't look that haunted, and they ain't that scared of being read. He's the man at a table who never looks away, with a face like fog and turpentine, and words he doesn't say. I don't know if he's danger or just a lonely soul, but he sits there like a stranger who already knows me. The pearl on the dresser where he laid them once before. His fingers knew the tiny clasp I couldn't reach no more. I steady now my own two hands and fasten them alone, while lipstick stains the cigarette in Shalimar's cologne. The evening dress hangs patient on the closet door's brass hook, the same champagne-colored silk that made him stop and look. He'd stand behind me at the mirror, not quite touching, almost near, and watch me paint my lips the shade of burgundy and fear. I'd catch his eyes reflected there, that quiet, steady gaze that said more than his mouth could in 1,000 different ways. He'd brush a curl back from my cheek, then whisper something low about the way the lamplight caught the pearls in perfect glow. The silk glove smooth like memory, the mirror holds my face, but doesn't show the way he'd stand just slightly out of place. To watch me pin my hair up high and powder down the shine, his breath against my shoulder saying, "You like prayers I learned by heart, each buckle, clasp, and ribbon just a way to play the part. So I wear these pearls like armor, though they weigh a little more. Every clasp's a small reminder of the man who's gone before. I can manage all the buckles, I can tie each satin ding, but these pearls upon my dresser still forget that he left. The taxi's waiting at the curb, the party's uptown west. I'll smile and charm and carry on and wear this elegant unrest. But when I reach behind my neck to lose the strand tonight, my fingers still expect his hands to set the whole thing right. And I'll lay them on the dresser where they'll wait another day for phantom fingers that once knew the words I couldn't say. There's a shoebox on a closet shelf, tied up in fraying blue, with letters that the rain got to before I sent them through. His handwriting runs like rivers now. The ink has turned to ghost, and mine confessed the things I meant, but couldn't say the most. I found them on a Thursday when the radiator hummed, and remembered how my fountain pen would tremble in my thumb. October 1942, he wrote from some far shore about the fellows in his unit and the girl he's fighting for. He asked about the cherry tree outside my bedroom glass, if autumn came too early, if the summer tried to last. I answered with my careful script, each word a small escape, but left it by the telephone. Rain came through the drape. There's one from 1943 I never had the nerve to read. The envelope is army tan, the corners torn from speed. It came the week the telegram arrived with different news, and I couldn't bear to open what I knew I'd only lose. So it sits there with the others, sealed and perfect in its pain. A conversation ended by more than just the rain. These are letters the rain forgot, words that time won't make untrue, promises we almost got, answers that won't see me through. But I keep them in their ribbon like a hymn I used to know. These letters the rain forgot, that I can't quite let go. Some nights I spread them on the quilt and trace his fading hand, and try to piece together all the things he tried to plan. The house he wanted on the hill, the garden by the door, the life we sketched in letters that won't answer anymore. But the rain has blurred the margins where our futures used to live, and I'm left with water-damaged dreams and all I couldn't give.
The lamplight's low, the glass reflects a face I've never known. He nurses amber silence while I sing these chords alone. The trumpet sighs behind the velvet curtain, barely there, and perfume smoke spins lazy rings through the late September air. His fedora rests beside an empty chair he'll never fill, while I hold notes like promises the night refuses still. The barman knows my repertoire, he's heard it all before. The way I stretch each syllable when singing of the war. But tonight there's something different in the way this stranger stays. His eyes don't leave the piano keys, yet somehow hold my gaze. I wonder what he's running from, what brought him to this place, where Edison bulbs cast shadows soft across his weary face. So I'll sing for empty corners, for the ones who can't go home, for the questions no one answers, and the ache of being alone. There's a language in the lamplight that the daylight wouldn't know, when two strangers share the midnight and neither one can go. He rises when the clock strikes 2 and leaves his glass half filled. The door swings shut behind him and the autumn night stands still. I gather up my cigarettes, my lipstick and my pride, and wonder if he found what he was searching for inside. The lamplight flickers one last time before the barman